Hi, I'm Deanna. We all have beginning stories, our journeys to the trumpet, or if you play a different instrument, to your instrument. And I wanted to share mine, and I hope that in the comments below you'll share yours as well. I speculate that we all have different and very interesting journeys to our instruments. The goal is a short little video just to share a little bit and about my journey, but also, and only a little snippet of it, but also maybe a little lesson or two out of it that I got and can share with you. Or just maybe my journey will help you with yours. So my journey on the trumpet began, well, actually with music began when I was, probably 5 or 6 or 7. We had a little keyboard. I remember playing Rock of Ages on the keyboard. In grade 4, we learned the, we were playing the recorder, and this instrument and I didn't get along so well. So I did play it, but no, it wasn't a good choice. In grade 4 and 5, in my elementary school, one of the teachers did music with us, and we learned guitar. And I had so much fun with that. And we would sing songs of the day. It was the mid-70s. And I wanted a guitar. At least this is what I thought I wanted. I even went so far as I had an old tennis racket, and I would pretend to play on the tennis racket. Well, sure enough, I got a guitar for birthday or Christmas. And what I learned was that I really prefer the playing in the group, the singing and him leading, and me just strumming by myself in a room didn't work. But I had these little moments of music. Well, in grade 5, this was the moment. You remember in school, sometimes they, your teacher would be busy and they shuffle you off somewhere and they say, sit there. Well, that happened to my class, and we ended up in the gym, sitting on the benches, the little itty bitty ones, and the band was practicing. There was a grade 6, 7 band. And oh my gosh, I was, holy cow, I want to do that. Well, I had to wait until I was in grade 6. Anyway, in grade 6, the teacher running the band came into the classroom and like, who wants to be in the band? I do. And he went through the instruments, flute, clarinet, saxophone. Meh. It did not interest me. And then he said trumpet. And it spoke to me. And I've never looked back. So that's how I encountered the trumpet. By the way, my first trumpet was a Jupiter trumpet. We rented it. And I picked, I got it, I was all excited, and I had made no sound except for air coming through. I couldn't play it when I first got it. So if you're struggling, don't worry. You will be able to play. Eventually you'll get to edit and more. But I couldn't play it when I first got it. And for the first 3 years of my playing, all I could do was read the notes. I didn't understand the rhythms. I didn't understand quarter notes and half notes and all of that. I didn't get it. So in grade 6, I was playing second or third cornet, they always listed it like that. And I couldn't read the music. I listened and I could copy. And so in a way I was sort of playing by ear, but if there was, well, it was difficult when I moved up to grade 7, because then I was, presumably playing first. And speaking of that, I remember back to one of the pieces and struggling with the high notes. And so I don't know if you remember pieces that you played that were hard, but there was I just looked it up. Olivia Newton-John did back then, Have You Never Been Mellow? And my band teacher brought in Have You Never Been Mellow, and it had an E on the 4th line space, and I couldn't. It was like, if I could hit that note, that was a good day. My earliest hero was Herb Alpert, Tijuana Brass. I love the Tijuana Brass. I still do, and I would listen to their albums. This is the day of the long play album, and I'm not sure how safe this was, but I would put the record on and I'd have headphones on, and the headphones had an extension and it ran into the living room probably 20 feet away. So this extension cord, and I'd be doing all the dishes, and the dishes got really, really clean if the album wasn't quite finished. And so, yeah, he was one of my first inspirations. I did start some lessons a little bit later, and my teacher asked me, "So do you have any trumpet heroes?" And I said, Herb Alpert. He wasn't very impressed. I don't know why. Herb Alpert, I mean, they were great. Anyway, I just wanted to say that that's a little snippet of my journey, and whoever you are, your journey is probably as interesting. I mean, we think our there we go. I think my story is interesting. You can chuckle at that, LOL in the comments. But we all have interesting journeys. And, you know, I couldn't make a sound when I first started. Yet, if you poke around on my channel, I can play the trumpet now. I couldn't play it when I first started. I couldn't understand the rhythms, and that was a struggle for years. And I'll do a video about rhythm one of these days. But it's all learnable, and I am still learning. Struggles that I had 20 years ago, because I had a big gap in there, but like struggles that I had through my university years are better now as a comeback player playing again. I'm still improving. I'm still improving. I'm still getting the feel of things. I'm still learning how to interpret things, which is so cool about trumpet playing, music in general, is that opportunity to keep learning. And when you learn, you can do more. And it's a wonderful thing. Tell me in the comments, what was your journey to your instrument, trumpet or otherwise? Let us know in the comments what your beginning story is. And we'll see you in the next video. Take care.